Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello ladies and gents, this is KANO from the gamer section back with another review. For today's review is on Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 for the Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Set 100 years after Space Marine, you play as Titus, who is a lieutenant of the Ultramarines chapter, and he is a returning protagonist from the first game. You are with your Space Marines, Charon and Gadriel, throughout the whole campaign, and you can play with as an AI or online co-op in the game.
Tell us of your penance earlier. It was not your business, and now it is. You have made it so.
Graphically, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is really cool. From the experience of the environments is really dope, and it looks dark and gritty, which helps to actually tell the story of the main character in the game. Using the Swarm engine, you can see the details of the jungle to the enemies in the game. The characters do look a little bit dated, but the game is great to see. The sound designs in the game is top tier, from the sounds of the environments of the characters, the gun sounds, the chainsaw swords, and even the death of the enemies. The music in the game is action based, so you will hear some of the metal in the game, but it's not much like that in a way. The game runs at 60 frames per second on the Xbox Series X version, which is one that I'm actually reviewing, and it actually runs at 30 frames per second on the Xbox Series S version. The game is fast and fluid, going from section to section, and the whole overall presentation to 40k Space Marine 2 is top tier, and the devs did a great job putting this game together. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is a third-person action-adventure game. If I had to compare this game, its majority favors Gears of War, but you have a gun in one hand and a chainsaw sword in the other hand, which is cool. The game really uses the hack and slash combat along with some range combat too. You can parry in the game and come up with some crazy finishes in the game, which I think is cool. There are some attacks that you can't parry and you have to dodge, or the damage to your character can get severe. Now, the game modes within the game includes campaign mode, operations, and 6v6 competitive mode, along with co-op campaign, which strongly reminds me of Gears of War, and that's cool that they actually put that together that way. Now, the multiplayer aspects to the game includes annihilation, seize ground, and capture and control, which is like capture the flag. You have different character classes, and you can freely customize your character avatar and various cosmetic items. The main flaw that I've dealt with on this game is the fact that when you go to quick resume, basically turn your game on and go to quick resume, sometimes the game have a problem where you can't move even after you go through the cutscenes in the game. You have to end up starting the game back over, but you are at your last checkpoint. When you want to switch up your character a little bit, I found a bug in the game that really just freezes your game sometimes. In some of the gameplay parts of the game, the frame rate does drop sometimes, which I feel they need to patch it up. It's not that bad, but it should be improved. But all in all, this game is one of my personal Game of the Year candidate games.
I may have an alternate route. Proceed. Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear
For that, I give Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 a 4 out of 5. Thank you for tuning into the best place for independent gaming journalism, and that's the gamer section. Be sure to hit the like button on the video, and please subscribe to the channel.